Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And like I mentioned in a video just before this, I wasn't planning on actually watching this movie today, and I wasn't planning on shooting the review, but since I already watched it, may as well finish the review while it's still fresh in my memory. Um, so like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this review, but the devil made me do it. Yeah, the great old excuse. So as you can possibly tell from my very bad joke, The Conjuring, Devil Made Me Do It is the movie that we're reviewing. And I am a big fan of the Conjuring movies. I love Conjuring and Conjuring 2, especially Conjuring 2, mostly because it's of that family element. I just kind of like the kids who are in it. And I feel like they do have a lot of chemistry with um, the two main leads as well. And Valak, I do like Valak a lot. So kind of odd to like that kind of a character, but yeah. And the Conjuring verse, I kind of like most of it. The Annabelle movies are like, well, so there's parts of it that I like. There are parts of it that I don't really. I like meh. The Curse of La Llorona, that was also like meh. So this is the I think the eighth movie in the Conjuring universe, and I think they're playing to a formula right now. This definitely is the weakest of the three Conjuring movies, and it seems like they're playing to a particular formula, and that's all they seem to really have. This they claim this is based on a true story, the case that shocked America. Bullcrap. They've added a lot of stuff to it. The actual case is just about one part. The rest they've added all the masala and made it into this kind of a movie. And it's pretty much a lot just like how the Ed and Lorraine Warren cases are, where they are involved in these demonic possessions and exorcisms. If you believe in that stuff, they do make for good movies, by the way. But I don't believe that any of this stuff is real. Just for that, just for letting you know, seems only Christians and Catholics seem to be getting demonic possession. So maybe you might want to think about changing your religion. Uh, but that's basically how the movies have tend to gone. There is this real case about this guy. His name is Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. There was a murder trial that happened in the 1981 in 1981, sorry, in Connecticut, and well, he killed his landlord and claimed to be in a trance. Other people who saw him also said that he was in a trance and that the devil made him do it. This was the first case in the United States where they actually had demonic possession as a defense, what do you call it? Defense strategy, and it didn't really work. He was convicted, but for a first man of murder in the first degree, but he ended up only getting having to serve 5 years for good behavior. Was let go, and I think he has been a free man since then. So I'll have to read up a little bit about the guy, but that's basically about it. So like I mentioned, I don't really believe in Christianity. I'm not from a Christian family by any means. My family is Hindu. I'm an atheist. And I don't believe in demons, and don't believe in demonic possession. I don't believe in gods or any of that stuff. But they do make for good movie. They make for good movies. So, and again, if you want to get yourself a little bit of a scare and all those things, it's pretty good. So, like I mentioned, you cannot find fault with the two main actors. Vera Farmiga is, I think almost in everything that I've seen her, she is pretty good. As well as now I can't seem to remember his name all of a sudden. Patrick Wilson as well. He is an actor. I think I kind of liked him, especially because of the Conjuring movies. But he was also in Aquaman and a couple of other movies that I've seen, and he is a pretty good actor. So acting wise, I don't really have much to complain. Even the supporting cast in it, don't really have any complaints about it. It is, of course, a story that is it's getting a little bit tedious, to be honest. So the movie starts with this boy who is actually a young boy who is possessed by some demon, and his sister's boyfriend, in order to try and save him, as a last-ditch attempt, while there's a lot of contortioning happening, and suffers a little bit of a heart attack. He gets the demon to leave the boy alone by inviting him into himself, and it does happen. Initially, nobody knows what happens. They just think that the exorcism works, but then little by little things start going strange. The young man, again, can't get his name right at all. Um, Arnie, he starts seeing things, and he feels that there's a presence near him, and yeah, and one thing leads to another. He kills his landlord, in a kind of like a trance. He imagines the landlord to be possessed, and then stabs him 22 times. So that's basically why he's in prison. His girlfriend sticks by him. The family of the girlfriend as well sticks by him, as well as Ed and Lorraine Warren. So once Ed recovers and they're out, they actually try and see if there is any other things that actually stick out. So they do find. I mentioned I wasn't going to talk about the entire plot, but now it seems that I am. They do find something like a totem that is actually placed by a witch. I don't really get the reason why the witch wants to do it. So the witch turns out to be the occultist that they call her in the movie, and she is scary. Without having the makeup for kind of a demon or something, she's kind of real thin, and she gives off that presence, that scary presence. If I can find the name of the actress. I can't make out the name of the actress. Anyway, whatever her name is, she is pretty effective on screen. She's got that presence that, you do believe that she's got evil intentions. But I do not like the fact that Christianity always seems to put paganism and paganism and Wicca as the villains, and bringing forth of demons and stuff. That's just not true. So that's another problem that I do have. Anyway, that's the reason why the demons she seems to be calling these demons and promising a soul in return for summoning them, and that's why this guy is now possessed. So it's basically now a fight for a search for them to find out who is the occultist, how to get rid of it, and of course there's the same kind of pattern that actually happens. Pretty much similar to what happens in Conjuring 2 is what happens over here. And that's what I mentioned, there's a very similar pattern with Ed and Lorraine, and it's getting a little bit tedious. And this is a fact that I actually love The Conjuring. I love Conjuring 2. This one is definitely the weakest of the bunch. And I am actually thinking that I don't think I could be excited for another Conjuring movie anymore because of the fact that this one I was really looking forward to it, and it kind of let me down. I was bored throughout the movie. I was checking my phone way too much for watching a movie that is absolutely new. That's the way that I feel about it. I'm not really sure about other people's reactions. I've heard that it's got mixed reviews and people kind of like praising the two actors, but that the script is letting them down, the story is letting them down, and yes, it is. It is absolutely letting them down. So I'm kind of like, this is one of my favorite horror franchises, but especially the two movies that I'm talking about, Conjuring and Conjuring 2. So kind of let down. I was hoping this would be a really big movie, and I actually thought this might be the last one. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check it out. I was expecting it to be a big bang, but it was actually more like a whimper. I will give this movie it's watchable, so rewatchable. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. But really, really disappointed. Thank you guys. That's been my my review and a few thoughts about the movie The Conjuring, Devil Made Me Do It. Excuse me. And that's it for tonight. So live long and prosper.